Okay, guys, so we're here with Ego Trip. This is Wonderland Online. This is our first ever podcast-style interview. But yeah, we're just going to kind of get some more information on what it's like and kind of the more underground music scene in Reno and just get a little more perspective on that. So let's have a good time today, guys, all right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, sounds good. So I guess to start, I love to hear the origin stories of the bands and everything like that. So what got you guys going?
Well, all right, so there was a show, it was January 3rd, 2020. It was called Mosh for Tots. And this band I used to be in called Opposite Ends. We played that show, and my boy Avocado over here was in attendance of the show. I think we started talking about straight edge and counterparts.
I noticed your swatch or something.
Yeah,
and you X up your hands. And I was just like, yo, you're straight edge. And you're like, yeah. Like, that's tight, bro. Me too. And we just branched off there. And then I DM'd him a week later. It's like, yo, if you're ever trying to start an actual hardcore band, hit me up. And it just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, so this was your first band. And he shows up to my house in my garage, and it's just me and him in the garage. This fool's so scared to start singing. So scared. But once you start doing it, we just kept meeting up in the garage every few times every week, and then we got a bass player, and then we got a drummer, and then the bass player and drummer fell through, and that's when we got Jeffrey on board through mutual friends. One of our friends was like, oh, I know a drummer. He lives in Fernley. So Jeffrey came down to hang out, and we just jammed, and it was dope.
Xbox? Yeah, we're playing Xbox for a bit. We're playing Modern Warfare or shit.
Closer to
Oh, we're playing Xbox every now and then, and I don't know. I don't even remember what we're playing.
Yeah, we were just playing
we were playing random shit. We were playing Skate at one point.
Yeah, Skate, Uno, and Fortnite. But
everyone's yelling at each other.
Yeah, but so since it was lockdown, nothing was going on. All we did was hang out and write music. So we're just writing music, hanging out, skating, doing just living the dream, And we just kept jamming. And then we're yo, we need a bass player. Me and my brother. This is my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have always been in bands together, but this band he wasn't in, and then we need a bass player, and then I was like, yo, you should be in the band. Actually, I think Jeffrey and Avocado said it first. They're like, your brother should be in the band, and I was like, I don't know if he's got time for it, but let's try it out.
We kind of had to convince him.
It took some convincing.
A little bit, just to get him in there, and then it finally happened.
Nah, dude, it was 2 months worth of convincing.
A lot of convincing. And then Spaz came along.
We actually met up in Salt Lake. We played a show at Wild Peppers Pizza, and I was like, wait, Wild Peppers Pizza, is throwing shows? It's weird. Because I was out there, I had some family stuff that I had to go handle, and I went and I saw them, I was like, hey, man, I'm from Reno, and I play guitar.
He hit us up on our DMs, and he was like, how much is the show tonight? It was a free show. He's like, oh, sick, I'll see you there. I was like, you came from Reno to see us? What is going on? I didn't realize he was from Salt Lake, too.
Right.
And then we saw him back in Reno. And
at the skate park.
Oh, yeah.
At Mariloma. We were just skating. He was there with some of his buddies, and I was like, wait, aren't you bro, didn't I just see you in Salt Lake City last weekend? Why are you here? But, that was cool. And we played the very first Ego Trip show was actually in Sacramento. So after we dropped our first EP, all of our monthly listeners were from Sacramento. So that's why we play in Sacramento a lot. We love Sacramento. We also love Reno. We love Reno the most. It's home. But so that was pretty much how the band started and got to where it's at now. We played a few shows. My brother actually, if you want to talk about that, left to go to Ukraine and then Moldova and then Russia. But while he was gone, Spaz was filling in the bass before he got on the guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really interesting.
So I had to play bass for a little bit.
Yeah, he was really bad at it.
He was great. It was a lie.
He killed it.
I think it, buddy.
Those of hardcore moshes and everything like that, and they're like, that looks so stupid. It's a bunch of people throwing their arms.
Yeah.
Bro, you just have to be there to understand.
Yeah, damn, that reminds you that you're human. You can go so long day to day without getting any sort of physical pain. You can forget that you are a human, things still hurt you. You still bleed. And when you go to a show, you get in reality, you're damn, my decisions, what I do in this life affects the people around me. and like what other people's actions that affects me.
I mean, the
You know.
adrenaline is so wild, you know. It's
We got
tough
to
to
Yeah.
on
feel.
it.
We gotta love, you know. Like if you saw Robbie Licious, shout out Robbie Licious. Fool got his tooth knocked out of his head at the.
Yes, sir.
Was that at the? That
was
was
at
at
the
the.
Yeah,
complex.
that was
show,
at
I
the
remember
complex.
that
Gets his
show.
tooth knocked out and
And
is
then
still
gets-
throwing down.
He gets thrown.
I
He
saw
he
that.
got thrown
Yeah.
across the room and was still going at it.
Shout out to Jeremy.
And then what, like 3
Yeah.
weeks later, he's back in the hospital for a shoulder.
Oh,
Yeah, he got his
Yeah.
shoulder
Yeah.
hurt and
That man.
yeah, that kid's
God.
always getting
Can't stay out of the hospital.
yeah, can't stay out of the hospital. His mom grounded him from hardcore.
Did you guys hear about Denial of Life getting their vans stolen?
Dude, yes,
Yeah.
that
Oh
is
my
crippling
God,
thing
bro.
ever.
the story of them getting it back though is so
They got
crazy.
it back.
They got
it
I
back.
gotta hear about this.
Yeah, they like I don't know. They were like going around because what they lost, it got stolen in L.A. I think or
Yeah.
somewhere down there, and like they were just like driving around looking for it for a few days, and like something happened. I don't know. You'd have to read on the Instagram, but like they ended up. One of the members went back down there. Like they thought they were just taking a loss, and fool ends up just seeing it, and like I think they recovered most of the stuff, but all the money donated on the GoFundMe they're using for like to pay for like the gas, the plane tickets that they had to take. Like
Yeah.
that shit is so expensive. Like if you're buying a plane ticket last minute, like God, those flights are so expensive.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even imagine paying so much money for a van and then just gone. Like,
No, straight up.
Kind of merch aspect, I always think that's super cool. And like, as like the Wonderland Online kind of magazine, we're also trying to involve artists and that kind of stuff. Because the people who make flyers, the people who make merch and stuff
Yeah,
like that,
right.
like that's a big deal in the scene, in my opinion, at least. Like,
So like people in Reno that are making clothes, like literally shoot a DM and you can vend your art and your clothes at any show. You know, like that's something that
crazy.
should happen. Have a huge scene. Like Reno used to have a huge scene before my time.
really.
You know, so like I want to see it how it's like. I want there to be a show every weekend. I want to be at the show every weekend and see my friends at all the time. You know, like that's just like I don't know. I find that a lot more fun and enjoyable than going to like house parties. I'd much rather go to a show.
Dude, that's been my experience for like the last probably 6 months. Just the
Yeah.
show is always more fun than any kind of
Yeah.
party, bro.
Yeah, right.
I read Dave Grohl's autobiography, and he talks about like the younger band life
Uh-huh.
of just like scraping by on these road trips and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Like when we so like Blind Fortune did a tour and like Ego Trip was along with it for half of it, and it's like going from like San Diego, like I was really counting on making money in San Diego to make it to San Francisco, and like barely making it to San Francisco, counting on that money to make it back to Reno, and like
Yeah.
counting on that to make it to Sacramento after that. Like it definitely is like pretty stressful sometimes to be like, damn, like my bank account's not looking good and I still got a couple
Yeah.
100 miles to go, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So the merch sales definitely helps out. So whenever you're seeing bands like
Buy merch.
buy merch from the touring
Always.
bands, you know what I'm
Always
saying?
touring
Like
bands.
you should always support local bands, buy their merch, but like if you can, buy from the touring band and then the local band.
Yeah.
Because you could always hit up your local band later. Yo, like, let me get some. Like, let's meet up somewhere. You could always hit us up. We'll meet you up somewhere. Drop off some merch. You know.
Yeah, the local band would be fine. The touring band's the
Yeah.
one that needs it.
Yeah.
Or just like even if you do like a $5 tip, dude,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that helps
straight
a
up.
lot.
Yeah. So would you guys consider yourselves like full-time musicians at this point? I mean, obviously you work somewhere else, but
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I would say not even close.
Yeah.
But like, I think we do put in a lot of hours. Like, I guess the question is what defines like being a full time musician, because like, there's still bands that tour the world that are still working like regular
Right.
jobs, you know. But like the amount of hours that we all put in, like, because we're all in like all do other stuff, all have other projects going on, whether it be music or other things, you know. But like most of us like live and breathe it, you know.
Right,
Always
yeah.
listening to it, always like watching podcasts, you know, always watching interviews and like learning and talking to people about music, like that's what it is all the time. Like that's all I've ever known is like music and skateboarding. That's all I've ever like. If you ask me what I want to do in my future, like I wouldn't know what else to say. Like I literally don't. I've never been interested in anything else at all. So it's like
Well,
that's definitely like
I think that's awesome. When people say, you know, like, oh, don't you want to do something a little more like official or whatever?
Mhm.
Like, 10 out of 10 times you're gonna be like a lot happier doing what you're passionate about as
Right.
opposed to what you should be doing. You know.
Yeah.
Should.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
It's-
But yeah, I mean, we're playing a lot of hours for sure, but I mean, we all have jobs.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you got it these days, but
yeah.
Yeah, but and like to think too about the money that we invest like out of pocket into the music stuff. Like we're just taking losses because like it's like when you're making shirts, like you can make like simpler designs or whatever, and like it's cheaper to produce and you could sell them for make profit. Like
yeah,
a
absolutely.
lot of the new merch runs we've been doing, we've been like it costs so much to print, we're like not making profit shit. Fool's wearing it right now. Like we're like I don't know, and along with recording too, like the money that we invested into merch and the money that the merch made, all just got like sent out for recording a new EP. So
Yeah.
on the looks for that, you know.
But it definitely comes back in slowly. So like we'll play shows and get
Yeah,
a few bucks there, play another show, a few bucks there, sell some more merch, get the merch money back, and then that goes into something else. But it's all being circulated. So we're not, I mean, we lose some at the beginning,
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
literally
that
just
keeps it
investment.
going. Yeah, it's just an investment, yeah.
Or when we play out of state and we have to have gas money.
yeah,
Gas
gas
is
is so.
killer. It's
Especially
killer.
Utah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, we're about to go to Idaho on
Damn.
on
Yeah.
the
I'm
17th.
so hyped for
We-
that. Oh my god.
But the 18th.
18th,
Why?
April 7th,
No.
April 18th will be in Utah with these streets, and it's gonna be interesting money wise getting down
Yeah.
there. Y'all better save up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's coming up soon.
Yeah.